Okay, so we're going to begin today's session by sitting comfortably. So just want you to find a really good seat for you. So whether that's sitting with legs crossed or perhaps kneeling, maybe you straighten your legs, or you can even lie down as long as you're not too close to sleep, or grab a chair, cushion, anything that helps you sit up properly. And I want us to really just get a nice sitting posture. So make sure that the bony bits, the very bottom of your hips, your sitting bones, are pressing into the ground. So maybe you just move some flesh out of the way there to get really comfortable. And it sometimes means you bring the weight a little bit forward. So we can often find ourselves slouching, sitting back towards the coccyx. So just sit yourself upright. Let the spine then just slowly stack on top of those sitting bones. Let your hands rest on your knees, let your shoulders relax. Close your eyes. And we'll just begin by taking a lovely pause. Just a moment to reflect. It's really important to take these pauses. Just have an opportunity to relax. And in these moments, you begin to just recognize how you're doing, how you're feeling. What is going on with you today? Do you notice any feelings in your physical body? Anything going on in your emotional body? Are there thoughts running around your mind? Is there one particular thought that keeps coming back to you? So just beginning to recognize in yourself what's going on, where you are, how you're doing. As you do so, start to let those thoughts and ideas slightly blur at the edges. Imagine like fading credits on a movie, they just slowly start to fade off into the background. Those messages and ideas aren't quite so strong as they were. You start to let go of those thoughts and ideas. You find yourself here, focusing on the now, and just letting everything else go. Allowing yourself to be completely present, completely here. Not letting anything distract you away from just sitting comfortably. Nowhere else you need to be. There's nothing else you need to be doing. It's very easy in this world to get distracted by the concept of time. You have to be somewhere in a certain place, certain time, doing something. You just get pulled along, looking at time. But here and now, just being present, there is no time. There is no other place. There is nothing else you need to be doing other than just simply sitting here comfortably. Letting your body relax and rest. Feeling completely at ease. In this space, in this moment, completely at peace. And you're starting to feel the body already soften and relax. Finding yourself here comfortably. Complete ease. And then start to take just a nice slow breath in. a slow breath out. No force, no effort, just rolling the breath in and out. Steady rounds in and out. Continuous breath in and out. Rolling steadily in and out. That breath now fueling the body with energy as you breathe in and out. Inhaling, finding the full potential capacity in your lungs. And then exhale, just letting it all go. Inhale, filling up to your full capacity. Exhale, letting go. A few more times, inhaling. 2 more times now, breathing in. Letting go. 1 more time, breathing in. Letting go. Now starting to get a bit more forceful, inhaling. And exhaling. Maybe making that slightly oceanic sound. And out. Waking up the lungs. Waking up the body. Warming up as you inhale. Exhale. 2 more in. Out. In. Out. And then as you inhale, hold the breath. Just for a few counts, no force, no effort. You don't need to hold for too long until you start to feel the body is ready to let go of that breath. Hold it in as long as it's comfortable. And once you do feel ready, just very gently exhale, like a balloon slowly leaking air. And then once you reach the end of the exhale, hold. Again, just pause there. As long as it feels comfortable. Breathe whenever you need. Don't force. Hold, resting steadily. And then from here, we'll start to slowly and steadily let that breath in. And let it return to normal. Then we're just going to begin to move the body ever so gently, turning the head over towards the right. You can keep the eyes closed. We're just going to very gently shake the head, go over to the left. Slow movement, side to side, just loosening out the neck. Any which way suits you. Keep it steady. You just roll this way and that. Side to side. Taking your time, as much time as you need. Loosely turning each way. Once you're done, just a couple more like this. Come into the center. And then start to nod your head. So bring your chin to your chest. And then lift the head all the way up. Take a little look up. Rolling the head forward and back, ever so gently. Nice and loose. Taking time. Once you're done, just one more little round each way. Back to the center, and then this time we're going to roll the head. And imagine you were just painting a circle with your nose. And to do this, keep your jaw together so your teeth stay closed. Tongue coming out to the roof of the mouth, and that's just going to make sure you don't overstrain the neck. So you roll all the way forward. all the way back. Just taking your time. Steady, steady movement, steady circles. And then once you reach the center, let's roll the other way. Last little movement here on the neck, just rolling around gently, gently. As we move the head and stretch out the neck, we're working through all the muscles that connect that, all the tissues, all the fibers. So it's not just the neck moving, it's where the head and the neck connect. It's where the neck and shoulders are all one. A unity in the body. Keep the lips, keep the teeth together. Last couple of rounds. And then let's come back into the center. From here, take an inhale. We're going to reach the right arm all the way up and then float it right behind you and keep it level with your shoulder. And then gently swim that arm back. Inhale, take the left arm back and around, level with your shoulder. And then swim it back. We'll do a few like this, as if we're doing kind of back crawl and then front crawl. Any keen swimmers, reversing, twisting out. So we're just getting a gentle twisting in the back as well as starting to rotate through the shoulders. Just rocking this way and that. Taking your time. Nice big steady circles. See if you can reach those fingertips as far up to the ceiling as possible. As you just rotate round. Big loops. Taking your time. Circling around. Couple more rolls here. Slow and steady. And then we're going to come back into the center. We're going to bring the palms up level with your chest. You can either have the fingers together or you can have a little gap between the fingers, about 1 inch or so wide. I want you to see if you can just get those elbows level with the wrists, but see if you can drop the shoulders, so nice and relaxed across the shoulders. And then we're going to slowly turn towards the right, and your head is going to stay, so you're looking in the center of your fingertips. And then coming back. We're going to go the other way. And come back. You don't need to go particularly far here, just going a little gentle twist each way. Now once you've done just one more set to each side, we're going to add in some breath here. Now the breath is going to be focused on the exhale. So imagine a bit like we did at the beginning, we're making a kind of sound. So you're puffing out that breath. And the inhale is just going to come naturally. So as you twist, I want you to make that puff sound, that puffing out of the breath. And then as you twist the other way. And then we're going to do this repeatedly. So keep a steady rhythm. Do it in your own time. No one can hear you. We don't need to match. Keep your head turning the same rate as the hands. So you're still looking between the hands. Keep sitting up tall in the spine. A few more times. Last time. And slowly come back into the center. Let your hands relax. Take an inhale, just start to gently pull the chest forward, let the shoulders drop down. And then exhale, we're going to round the back. Imagine you're pulling your shoulder blades apart. You're shrugging those shoulders up to your ears. Inhale, pull the chest forward, elbows and shoulders back. And then exhale, shrug it forward, bow your chin to your chest. A couple more times, inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. exhale back. Very last time, inhale forward, exhale back. And then slowly from here, we're going to come onto our hands and knees and start to warm up in the lower body. Hopefully feeling nice and warm, nice and mobile in that upper body. So spread your fingertips. Have your knees just about underneath your hips. Just start by taking a little shake side to side, as if you're wagging your tail like a happy puppy. And then start to circle those hips all the way back and around. Nice, steady, looping circles. All the way around. Just taking your time. Feeling steady and fluid. Rolling through just a couple more times. And you've done just one more cycle this way. Start to go the other way. Nice big loops all the way around. That's a couple more. Loosening up in the hips. And also the knees, the wrists and the shoulders. Come back here to the center. You're going to now pick up the right leg. Take it straight back and kick your heel away. If you're pushing away the space behind you. And then slowly from here, bring this knee in towards your nose as if you could just tuck it in there. And then inhale, extend back. Exhale, we're going to bring the knee over to the right elbow or even up to your shoulder. And then inhale, extend it back. Exhale, need to come over to the left. And then as you inhale, extend. This time as you exhale, kick your heel as if you were kicking yourself in the bottom. And then we're going to do that again. So exhale, bring that knee into your nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to the right elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, over to your left elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, kick the heel back towards your hip. Inhale, extend. Let's do one more. Exhale, knee into the center. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to the right. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to the left elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, kick that heel towards your hip and just holding now for 3 breaths. Inhaling. Exhaling 2 more times. Inhale, lift that heel high. Exhale to hold 1 more time here in. And then exhale, release the knee down. Rock the hips side to side. Just loosen that out. And then we'll do the same set on the left. So wrists are under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Inhale, pick up the left leg. Exhale, bring your knee into your nose. Inhale, extending out. Exhale, knee to the left elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to the right elbow. Inhale, extend. And then exhale, kick your heel to your hip. Inhale, extend, second round, knee to nose. Inhale out. Exhale, knee to shoulder or wrist. Inhale out. Exhale to the left. Inhale out. Exhale, kick the heel to the hip. Inhale, extend, last one, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale to extend. Exhale, knee across the body. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend the knee. Kick the heel and then holding here for 3. Kicking as if you could kick yourself in the hip for 2. Lifting up strong through the arms for 1. And then lower that knee. Take a little rock. Side to side in the hips. Hopefully feeling nice and warm now. Through the lower body, through the core. Let's now slowly spread the fingertips wide. Tuck under the toes. Start to lift your hips all the way up to the ceiling. Coming into downward facing dog. The hips are reaching up high. The heels are drawing backwards. The hips are drawing backwards. So creating this lovely pyramid shape. I want you to check each fingertip is on the ground, and as you ground those hands, you're then extending and straightening out the arms. Again, keeping this direction of the body towards the back of the room, as if someone was just gently tugging your belt and pulling you back and up. And then feel free to bend the knees a little bit here, or to bend them alternately, to walk out the legs, nice and steady. Just taking a couple more little breaths here, being steady as can be. And then when you take your next exhale, look forward to your hands and start to step your feet up to the hands. Take as much time as you need. And find yourself at the front of the mat. Stay folded down with your chest and your belly towards your legs. And then just start to softly hang out here in this lovely little forward fold. Bend the knees as much as you need. Hang out here. Head heavy, chest heavy. Maybe begin to straighten the legs a little bit more. And then re-bend the knees. You can do a couple like that. Inhaling, straightening the legs. Exhaling, bending the knees. One more like this. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bending the knees. Take hold of opposite elbows. Have a little sway there, folding over yourself. Very last moment here. Completely relaxed. As the hands hang down, take an inhale, start to roll yourself all the way up to stand. Chin heavy, arms heavy. And find yourself standing here at the top of the mat. Take a couple of rolls of the shoulder. Nice way just to loosen and release. Bring your feet together now. So your big toes touch. You're squeezing the legs together. Take an inhale, float your arms out to the side, up to the sky. Reach up to the ceiling. Take hold of the hands together as if you're in a prayer position. And then just take a little lean over to the right. See if you can keep your belly pulled in. Keeping both hands up together. Inhale, lift. Exhale to the other side. Just having a little balance practice here. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bring the hands behind your back now. Clasp the fingertips together. Take a lift up in the chest. And then as you exhale, keep the hands together. Bow down towards the ground. Either keep your hands on your hips or lift them all the way up. Just get a little bit of openness there in the chest. Squeezing the shoulder blades together. Softening the elbows and the wrists as much as you like. And then slowly lower the hands down past your legs. We're going to bring them onto the ground. Spreading your fingertips wide now. Bend your knees. Step both feet back into plank position. From there, we want to keep the belly strong and lifted. We're going to lower the knees first. And then the chest and the belly at the same time onto the ground. Take an inhale here. Belly buttons on the floor. Just lifting your chest up. Pull your elbows backwards. Hands stay grounded. And then as you exhale, push back. Now you can either take child pose, your hips come into your heels, or come back up to downward facing dog. But stay in your body. Stay listening to your body. If it feels too much in down dog at any point, then you drop the hips to the heels and rest in child pose. You've got just 2 more breaths in this pause. Just starting to elongate the arms and legs once more. Letting the body just slowly extend and strengthening through the hands, the arms, the feet and the legs. Pull your belly button right up into your spine. As you exhale next, look forward and we're going to step the feet up to the hands. Take as many steps as you need to get there. Take an inhale, look forward, lengthen out. Take an exhale, fold chest and belly down. And then inhale, sweep your arms out to the side, up to the sky. Reach up tall as you can. Take an exhale again. Slowly sweep the hands down by your side. So that's one sun salutation. We're going to do 2 more like that. Inhale, lifting up. But this time we're going to exhale, just fold straight forward, down, chest and belly towards your thighs. Take an inhale, look forward, lengthen out the chest. So halfway lifting, back and belly flat, pulling into the spine. Exhale, step the feet back to plank. Lower your knees. And then lower your chest and belly as one. Elbows back into your rib cage. Inhale, lift the chest, look forward down the end of your nose. And then exhale, tuck under the toes, float back and up to the sky. And breathe steadily here. Nice big inhale. And exhale. Keep going, inhaling fully 2 more times. Feel free to stay in child pose, knees down if you prefer. Last one here, inhale. As you exhale, look forward, step the feet up to the hands. Inhale, lift up halfway. And then exhale, forward fold, chest down to the thighs. Inhale, sweep the fingertips up to the sky, reach up tall. And exhale, hands by your side. One more time, we'll do that. Inhale, lifting up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Chest into the legs. Inhale, Ardha, halfway lift. Exhale, step the feet back to plank. Lower the knees, chest and belly together. And then inhale into a lovely little cobra. Exhale, push back, down dog or child pose. Hips floating back, weight towards the back of the mat, arms extending, fingertips spreading wide, breathing deeply. 2 more rounds in this lovely pause. Inhaling. And exhaling. One more here, inhaling. As you exhale, look forward, let's step feet up to find the hand. Take an inhale, lift up halfway. Take an exhale, folding down. And then inhale, sweep your hands out to the side, up to the sky, reach up tall as you possibly can. Exhale, hands come down beside you. We're going to do Surya Namaskar B. So slightly different. This time as you inhale, you sink your hips back as if you're sitting on a chair, keeping an eye that you can see your toes, and then lift the arms forward just to counterbalance, arms right up by your ears. As you exhale again, forward fold, chest into the thighs, and then inhale, lift up halfway, look forward. Exhale from here, bend your knees, step the feet back, or maybe a little jump if you're comfortable there. And then either lower knees and the chest, or bend the elbows back into your ribs halfway, chaturanga. Inhaling from here, either step over the feet, just the hands and feet are on the floor for up dog, or do the same as before, your cobra, belly button down. And then exhale, push back and up into downward facing dog. This time, inhale, step the right foot forward. The left heel is going to come onto the floor. We're going to lift up to warrior one. So you're facing forward in warrior one. Your front knee is over the ankle. Your back heel is pressing in, your toes are 45 degrees, so slightly turning off the mat. And you're lifting up. And then we'll exhale, fold down. Step back to plank. Knees, chest, chin down, or just go halfway chaturanga. And then inhale, lift and extend. Exhale, float the hips back and up to the sky. Breathe deeply here. Nice big inhale. Big exhale. 2 more rounds. Inhale. Exhaling. 1 more round here. Inhale. And then as you exhale, prepare. Inhale, step the left foot forward, right heel in. Float the arms up. We try and do that in all one big breath. Making sure again the hips are forward, the back toes slightly turned out, the heel down. Last one here, breathing in. And then exhale, hands down, step back, lower through. Inhale to lift and extend. Exhale, hips back and up to the sky again. 3 breaths here. Nice and steady. Inhaling fully. Exhaling fully. Final time, breathing in. Arms extend, wrap those arms right up around your ears. Hips back. As you exhale, look forward, step, or maybe even take a little hop up to the hands. Inhale, look forward, nice halfway. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, back into your invisible chair, hips back, arms counterbalance up by the ears. And then exhale, stand up tall. You're going to do 2 more rounds like that. We're going to match the movement to breath. So 1 breath, 1 movement. Inhaling, sink back, chair pose, Utkatasana. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway, extend.
Exhale, step or jump the feet back. Lower through, all one breath. Inhale, the chest lifts forward and up. And then exhale, downward dog, moving straight in. Inhale, right foot forward, back heel and float up. And then exhale, hands down. Step back, lower through. That's one exhale. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, hips to the sky. Inhale, left foot forward, right heel in. Warrior one. Exhale, hands down, step back. Lower through, all one breath. Inhale, lift the chest, extend forward. Exhale, hips back and up to hold. 3 breaths. Feel free to come down. Hips to heels for child pose if you prefer. Keep really extending those arms forward. The fingertips are spreading wide. Really key. You want to feel as if the pressure is going into the front of the hands, the balls of the hands, rather than into your wrists and heels. With the feet, we want to be dragging those heels back and down. One more big inhale in. Exhale, look forward, step or float the feet up to the hands. Take an inhale, lifting up tall. Take an exhale, folding down. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Sink those hips back, arms by your ears. And then exhale, stand up tall. You've got one more round to go. Really warming the whole body as you inhale, sink back. And then exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, step feet back, lower through. Inhale to lift up triumphantly, nice and strong. Exhale, hips float to the sky. Inhale, right foot forward, warrior one. Arms lift. Exhale, hands down, lower through. Inhale, lift. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left foot forward, right heel in, float it up. Exhale, hands down, step back. Lower through. Inhale, lift and extend. Exhale, come back, child pose or down dog. 3 breaths to pause. Very last time, pausing in. Holding those hips up high. Pull your belly button up into your spine. Feel the extension through the body. Everything lifting, floating, gravity, losing power over you. Last one in. And as you exhale, look forward, step the feet up. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Take an exhale, folding in. Inhale, sweep the arms up, sink those hips down. And then exhale. Stand up tall. Hopefully feeling as warm as the sun now. And we're going to come back into that chair pose to hold. Squeeze your legs together as you inhale. Hips back. Check. You can see your toes. The knees are really pulling backwards. We're pulling in with the belly. Pulling in with the rib cage. Everything up into the spine. Arms straight up by your ears. And we're going to do 3 more breaths here. Holding those big toes, knees, everything squeezing in together. Give your glutes a little squeeze. Maybe pull the hips back further. 2 more. Inhaling fully. Exhaling fully. 1 more here. In. And then as you exhale, fold chest and belly to the thighs. Lift those hips up. Step your feet a little bit apart. So about the distance of your hip. Usually about the space of a fist is going to give you a good idea of hip distance. And then bend the knees as much as you need so you can take hold of your big toes. My little trick to prove that everybody can touch their toes, you might just need to bend your knees a little bit to get there. So once you've got hold of your toes, you can inhale, start to lift the chest forward, straighten the legs as much as it feels comfortable. And then as you exhale, begin to fold chest and belly down in towards your thighs. Let your elbows soften. Let your body just hang out here. Pushing the heels into the ground, pushing the toes into those fingertips. And just surrendering in, taking a few breaths here. Inhaling deeply. Exhaling deeply. Couple more times, breathing in. Breathing out. Inhaling, let the body relax into the stretch and the fold. Let yourself just slowly accept where you are. 1 more. Inhaling. Exhaling. And then as you inhale, slowly start to lift the toes, release the hands, bring the fingertips onto the floor, bend the knees, step the feet back. And then lower through, knees can come to the ground first if you prefer. Inhale, lift up and extend. And then exhale, take your hips up to the sky. Inhale, lift up this right leg now, high as it goes, nice and comfortable. And then exhale, step it forward between the hands. Back heel comes onto the floor. Come back up to your warrior one. Lifting the hands up to the sky. Again, check we want the hips facing forward. Front knee over the ankle. Back heel on the floor, toes slightly turned out, just to help it feel a bit more comfortable. Inhaling, lifting these arms right up to the ceiling. Holding here steadily. 2 more breaths in and out. 1 more breath here, inhaling, exhaling. And then as you inhale, start to straighten your front leg. And we just slowly begin to bring your hands behind your back. Either take hold of opposite elbow or bring the palms together, making a little prayer position. Inhale, pull the belly up and in. And then as you exhale, take a little fold forward. Check the big toe on both feet is pressing into the ground. And give your legs a little engagement. So imagine you're pulling your knees up towards your ceiling. And just holding here. A couple of deep breaths. If it's too much, maybe step the back foot in a little bit. And see if you can just pull the weight forward in the chest, in the belly. Keep pushing both heels into the floor. Keep breathing steadily. Inhaling. And exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Last 2. Breathing in. Breathing out. Final one here. In. And out. And as you inhale, slowly lift your chest back up. Rebend the front knee. We're going to now turn to the side. Open the arms up wide. So you're coming into warrior 2. Back foot is now just facing out to the edge of the mat. Arms spread wide. Both heels, all the toes are gripping into the floor. And we give your glutes a little squeeze, a little lift there. Strengthening. And then think about rotating the thighs away from the middle. Think as if you could just slowly open up in those legs. Take 2 more breaths here. Inhaling. Exhaling. 1 more breath here. In. And out. And then as you inhale, straighten your front leg. Turn both feet to face this long edge. Bring your hands to your hips. Take a nice big superhero pose here. Standing tall, standing proud. Elbows pulling back, chest forward. And then exhale, take a little fold. Either keep your hands on your hips or let them come down the legs to somewhere that they might feel a bit more comfortable. Whatever works for you. Just bowing here steadily down. Breathing deeply as you push the heels into the floor. And just fold gently into the legs. Take a couple of more breaths here. Again, the weight is in the heels. There's no risk of falling forward. All that weight sinking back into the back of the legs. Last 2 here. In. And out. Final time here. Inhaling. Exhaling. As you inhale now, slowly look forward. Bring the hands towards the ground. And then start to turn the right foot back to the front. Crawl your hands round. So you're coming into a low lunge. Just take an inhale here. And then as you exhale, step that foot back or lower through. And inhale, lift up. Exhale, come back to down dog. And then inhale, just pick the left leg up. We'll go straight into the other side. Exhaling, just step the foot forward. Back heel comes onto the ground. Float the arms up, holding in your warrior now. So front knee towards the ankle, back heel pushing down, toes slightly pointing out. Hips are forward. Now we're establishing those feet. Getting really grounded, getting steady, pushing into the floor. And then lift the arms up really steadily. Inhaling. Exhaling. Couple more rounds like this. Breathing in. Breathing out. Last time here. Inhaling. Exhaling. And then inhale, straighten your front leg. Want to bring the hands behind your back, just take whichever position you like. Hands together or elbows. Take an inhale, stand up tall. And take an exhale, take a little bow forward. Try to keep the spine nice and long. So focus more on lengthening forward than you do on folding down. That'll come with time. And press both big toes into the floor. So really grounding through the whole length of your legs as you just fold in here. Breathing steadily, big inhales and big exhales. Nice continuous rounds, 3 more times in and out, 2 more times, breathing in fully, breathing out fully, last time inhaling, exhaling, and then as you inhale, lift up, re-bend the front knee, turn the back foot out, open up your arms, coming into warrior 2. The back foot turns now, we're keeping all the toes gripping into the floor. Starting to think about getting a little bit of lift in the glutes, then maybe a little bit of strength, a little bit of external rotation through the thighs to really strengthen in the legs. Arms reaching out wide. 2 more breaths here now. 1 more steady breath here. Inhaling. Exhaling. Then inhale, straighten that front leg, rotate, turn to face the long edge of the mat. Bring your hands behind your back now, clasping the fingertips together. Keep pushing the heels down. As you inhale, take a lift in the chest. And then as you exhale, begin to fold. Now your hands can either rest on the hips or you lift them up towards the ceiling, pulling the palms together, squeezing the shoulder blades together. You're pushing all 10 toes into the floor as well as your heels so you're nice and balanced. Just letting the head drop down here. Keep engaging through the legs. So you lift up those kneecaps, float them up to the sky. Holding steady just a couple more rounds. Breathing deeply in. Deeply out. 2 more in. And out. 1 more time here, breathing in. And then as you exhale, slowly lower the hands to your hips. Down towards the ground, softening the knees, start to walk the hands around to the front of the mat. Lift at the back heel, inhale, hold here, this low lunge just for a breath. And then exhale, step the left foot back, lowering this time all the way down onto the ground. And then come onto the belly. So from here, your hands are underneath your shoulders, your fingertips are spreading wide. As we inhale, we're going to lift up the chest, pull the elbows back, and imagine your hands are dragging the mat back. Just looking down the end of your nose, breathing in fully, breathing out fully. 2 more rounds, just holding it. Start to squeeze up your belly, so rather than belly flopping onto the floor, pull up and engage in those belly muscles, strengthening in the back. Last one, inhaling. Exhaling, slowly release the head and chest down. Take a moment here. We're going to come back and do that again. Now you've got some options. You can either do exactly the same, so letting the hands be on the floor, chest forward. Second option is to lift those fingertips and let your elbows still pull back into your ribs. And just holding here, 2 more breaths, inhaling. Exhaling. 1 more breath, inhale, pull up in the belly. And exhale, release. You can do 1 more set of back bends. Your final choice. Again, you've got those first 2 options. Or as you inhale and come up, this time you can lift the feet. And then just holding for 3 breaths. Nice and steady. Pull the elbows back. Breathing deeply, lifting tall. Last one here. Inhale. And exhale to release. We're going to bring the hips back onto the heels. Let the arms stay forward. Take a nice child pose. Release out the back. Belly soften down between your legs. You close your eyes. Just take a pause. Nice, steady breath. Whole body relaxing here. Releasing here. Breathing in. Continuous rounds of deep, steady breath in and out. Floating the breath in. Let it flow back out. Continuous, beautiful rounds of breath. And as you next inhale, just slowly slide the hands in towards you. Start to roll up to sit on your heels. From here, we're going to bring the arms forward. We're going to bring the right arm on top. And then either hug your shoulder blades, giving yourself a big loving hug here. Or we're going to lift the hands up and either bring the backs of the hands together, or maybe even the palms. And then just lift your elbows up for me as high as your shoulder blades. Let your hands pull away from your face, so we're really extending those arms up and away. And then from here, exhale, and again, take a little bow forward. This time with the arms bound together. The elbows just coming softly down. The head dropping. A little bit more, you slide those arms further away from you along the mat. You just keep surrendering down here. Just a couple more breaths, deeply in. Deeply out. From here, when you're ready, inhale. Slowly roll back up. Release out the arms. Now we'll do the other side. Bring the left arm over the right. Give yourself a great big hug to begin with. And then lifting the arms if you choose to do so. See if you can pull those elbows up high as the shoulders. Pull the hands away from the face. So get it really nice and extended. Take an inhale here. And then as you exhale, take a little bow down. Let the head relax, let the whole body just settle in. Breathing deeply. Maybe stay here. Maybe those arms can slide a little bit further up along the mat. Shoulder blades drawing apart. Holding here steadily. Just a couple more rounds in. And out. Last one. Breathing in. Breathing out. And then inhale, start to roll yourself back up. Uncross the arms. Bring the fingertips behind you. Take a little lift in the chest. Fingertips stay down. You can stay there, or if you want a slightly deeper stretch, you start to lift the hips up off the heels. And just hold there for a couple of rounds. Inhaling. Exhaling. 2 more inhaling. Exhaling one more time in. And then we'll exhale, bring the hips down. We're going to bring the heels out in front. So you can either take your legs to the side or hop over the feet, whatever's easiest for you, just to bring those legs forward. Stretch them out and then just bring the arms down onto your shins. Maybe even your ankles are in reach. And just folding here steadily. Head bowing heavy. Chest bowing heavy. Surrendering down towards the legs. Look towards your toes and imagine the direction the whole body is reaching for those toes. Letting yourself slowly fold forward. Just allowing yourself to bow down here. And just taking your time. No force or effort. The shoulders should be relaxed. The head and neck are loose. Just bowing into yourself ever so gently. No effort required. Last couple of breaths here. Deeply in. Deeply out. Inhaling. Exhaling last time. Breathing in. Breathing out. And then inhale. Slowly start to roll up. The feet to the floor, roll down onto your spine, hug the knees into the chest. Just take a little rock here, side to side, really nice. A little soft, gentle hug. of the knees. We're going to twist it out. So I want you to start just by bringing the left foot onto the floor. Bring the right ankle onto that left knee. Now you can either stay there, that's a really good stretch. Maybe you pick the left foot up off the floor. If you want a little bit more, then sliding so your knees come together as if you were sat cross-legged on a chair. And then just sitting there twisted. So coming into a kind of eagle bind version on those legs. So holding in this stretch for a few breaths to begin with. Just slowly stretch out through the glutes. As you're taking just one or two more breaths here. Deeply in and out. And then you can just start to let the knees drop over to the left side. And extend your arms out. Make a nice big stretch. Arms straight out, level with the shoulders. And turn away from the legs. So you might find now the legs are crossed, or you might find that actually you're going to uncross them and just have one knee on top of the other if that's more comfortable. So whichever version works best for you. Just relax here now. A couple more breaths deeply in and out. Final round in and out. You inhale, bring the knees back to the center. Same thing other side. Right foot to the floor, left knee first, the ankle onto the knee. Maybe you lift them up. And then if you feel comfortable, and you did some on the other side, you bring the knees together, just stacking one on top of the other. So whichever stretch you're in to begin with, just holding there for a few breaths. Starting to feel that stretch through the left leg now. Perhaps you feel something in the right leg as well. Be different for all of our bodies. Just holding steady a couple of rounds, deeply breathing in. Deeply breathing out. Inhaling. And exhaling last time, breathing in. And as you exhale, we're going to come into our twist. So letting the legs go over to the right. Maybe they stay twisted. Maybe they just gently untwist and one knee stacks on top of the other. Your arms outstretched, this lovely big stretch through the legs of both arms. Shoulders are nice and heavy. Just resting here on the ground for a few deep, loving breaths. Finding the body completely relax and unwind. Lengthening out both sides of the spinal muscles. Creating some suppleness. Also making space to build a new muscle, new tissue. Support a strong, healthy back. And when you're ready, inhaling. Bring the knees back up to the center, hug them into your chest. Nice big lovely warm hug for yourself. And then inhale, extend the arms and legs away. Arms over, just floor behind you, feet pointing out towards the bottom of your mat. And then slowly float the hands down by your side, let those feet fall apart. And rest here, completely flat, completely still and steady. Eyes softly closed. Drawing this moment of pause to yourself. And just lying here, let your body slowly come back to its natural posture, its natural position. As you just softly melt into the floor, your final minute of practice in Shavasana. That almost death-like sleep where the body completely rests
and restores. Just checking in with yourself again as we did at the beginning. See how you're feeling as you lay here resting. Notice any sensations. Any physical, emotional thoughts. Again, just choosing to let this go for now. And right away on your breath, so you can just relax here. Being here, present. Breathing in fully. And breathing out fully. Steady rounds of breath in and out. Breathing. Letting go. Last moment here. Now, when you're ready, start to gently just bring the knees back into your chest. Roll yourself over onto your favorite side. And then push yourself all the way back up to sit. Nice and tall on those sitting bones as we did at the beginning. Your shoulders dropping down. The spine stacking strong and tall. Take a deep inhale. Deep exhale. One more time, inhale. And as you exhale, gently open up your eyes, come back to the rest of your day. And thank you so much for coming and joining me in this practice. I hope it's brought you some energy, some life, and giving you that all important moment to pause and to let go of time, let go of everything else that's going on. I wish you a really beautiful rest of your day. Namaste.